Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday market webcast. Okay, so yesterday was a real consolidation day. We've been consolidating at highs. It's pulled back a little bit overnight. You can see the 9-day coming in around 3,005. The daily mid-band is underneath that at right at the rounding there, right at 3,000. The bands continue to tighten up. The hourly bands have been consolidating through yesterday's. This is yesterday's regular session. So you had the initial drop, which was a nice little short for us, and then it just kind of ground along. So we ended up taking the short and a couple paper cuts, and we made our day. But sometimes summer days are going to be like that, especially Mondays, and especially the way that day set up yesterday. It was ripe for that. The key takeaway for me though was 29.5. Lower high, and a day that effectively spent the entire day below the opening regular session print. Opening regular session print was 26. And what you saw overnight was they revisited that area. They printed 27.5, still a lower high, and now you're seeing some retracement to the downside in the middle of the night. So not very helpful for those of us on the west coast of the United States, but whatever. I slept through this one. You're seeing some potential expansion to the downside. You can see the weekly pivot there at 3,008. This was the move I was, kind of hoping we'd finish off yesterday morning when we got short, but they've decided to do it, 20 hours later. So as we head into today, what's going to be important is you've got the hourly midband now at 30.21. That matches up with the dotted purple line here, which is the daily pivot. So you have both those areas at 21. 1975 is your volume weighted average price, your VWAP. We have our proprietary moving average at 16. So 16 to 21 is the battle zone. You definitely want to be short below that. You want to be long above. If it gets down into weekly pivot today, you're going to have to respect one of two scenarios. Either they're going to break it and convert it, and we talked about that a little bit yesterday. If that's the case, then the next place to go, it's not, it's two handles down to the 9-day here at 3,006, and then you're dealing with the daily midband, which is down at 3,000. If you break the weekly pivot hard or convert it to resistance, that's the next area that you're looking for. That's the one thing you've got to respect. The other scenario you have to respect is obviously an inability to get through the weekly pivot. If that happens, then you're going to have to get long against it, and you would be long against it looking over the course of the week. If that ends up being the tail, then you're looking for new highs. And it's no different than what we saw last week. We saw a weekly pivot battleground Monday into Tuesday. You didn't get as dramatic a drop. That's your Friday close. They built it back up over the course of Globex. But then you got this weekly pivot battleground. They converted it and made a couple of higher lows against it. And by the end of the day, Tuesday into Wednesday, you got this grind to the upside. You had a push down on Thursday, but that had to do with news more than anything else. If we get to weekly pivot, we are going to have to see how it reacts one way or the other. It's going to be very important. But for now, watch the area of 16 up to 21 as a bull bear zone. I don't really want to trade inside that zone because it's going to be really, really choppy, kind of like yesterday between 23 and 26 before the move down. And we'll take that as it comes, long above, short below. All right. Everybody have a great day. There'll be more stuff out on social. Give it a follow. Come check us out in the room. Trade them well. Talk to you soon. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.